I pulled my arms together and swept the diamonds into the bucket. Feeling like it was taking too long, I just grabbed the entire crate and dumped them all in at once. I kept one eye on the stopwatch, waiting for the security feed to cycle. I moved quickly out of the vault, wheeled the diamonds into the storage room, disconnected the pipe under the sink, swapped it out with the rubber hose I'd prepared ahead of time, clamped it down tight with a pair of pliers, and cranked the water up to full blast. I poured the diamonds into the sink, and they rode the current straight through the hose and down into the sewer. The next morning, the company's top brass gathered. The bank president panicked immediately, and my accomplice Laura was a nervous wreck. She was in the bathroom, completely beside herself. When the bank president suddenly knocked on the door, she was convinced the whole thing had blown up in their faces. The moment the vault doors swung open, she froze. 2 full tons of diamonds, gone cleared out by me in a single night. And our original plan had only called for lifting enough to fill a thermos. An emergency meeting was called at the top. To track down the diamonds, they brought in detectives from the police department. Faced with a vault that tight, it never crossed anyone's mind that someone could have emptied it out in such a short window of time. Around that same time, the chairman received a letter. It read, "Wire $100 million, and you'll find out where the diamonds are." The chairman went straight to the insurance company demanding a payout. The insurance company sent over a man named Mike to handle the situation. Looking to dodge the claim, Mike leaked the news of the theft to the press. The moment the story broke, the chairman suffered a heart attack on the spot, tumbled down a flight of stairs, and died. Laura tracked me down and confronted me. She wanted to know why I'd gone off script, and she wanted to know where those 2 tons of diamonds were. All I told her was that everything was under control. The story of the stolen diamonds kept picking up steam, and the detectives doubled down on their investigation. They found gaps in the security footage and dug up the fact that Laura and I had met privately. The trail was pointing straight at both of us, but without enough hard evidence, all they could do was keep leaning on Laura, trying to crack her. Under the relentless pressure, Laura excused herself to the restroom, hoping to splash some water on her face and pull herself together. In her frantic state, a single diamond wrapped inside her handkerchief slipped loose and dropped right down the drain. She scrambled to pull apart the pipe, and when she held that diamond in her hand, everything clicked. She rushed out to a manhole cover on the street, pried it open with a crowbar, and climbed down the ladder into the sewer. Sure enough, the diamonds were right there, sitting in the drain. That's when I stepped out with a gun and told her she had 1 hour before the ransom hit the account, and that she'd better not do anything stupid. We sat down side by side, and I slowly walked her through the whole plan. I never cared about those 2 tons of diamonds. I was there to avenge my wife. Years ago, she fell gravely ill. We thought the insurance payout would cover her treatment, but the company dragged its feet and threw up one excuse after another to avoid paying out until she passed away. The manager who had denied that claim back then was none other than Mike, a man who had climbed the ladder by cheating people out of their insurance. So stealing the diamonds was just a means to an end, my way of getting back at him. Meanwhile, the insurance company traced the leak back to Mike and voted unanimously to push him out, on top of demanding he repay $100 million. Mike lost everything overnight. With nowhere left to turn, he put a gun to his head. I glanced at my watch. The ransom had cleared. Without a word, I turned and walked away. After their investigation, the detectives concluded it was a solo job on my part. The company, wanting to protect its reputation, chose not to dig any further.